Oh man, Keith, Keith. I know I'm a little late. It's like 8 minutes late, 9 minutes to be exact. So, all right. I just came from the eye doctor. Everything's a okay. Um, let's go ahead and start the prayer, please. All right. Want to give thanks to the Great Mother, the great celestial, primordial, cosmic Great Mother. Want to give thanks to you, beloved Mother. Want to give thanks to you for everything. Want to give thanks to the ancestral spirits of creation. Want to give thanks to all of the angelic hosts from the archangels and so on, the ones that's been helping along the way, that's been guiding us, along with the ancestors. And want to say, we come to you in front of your throne, Cosmic Mother. We come to you in front of your throne and ask you to always give us the guidance and protection, to always give us the comfort, and always giving us that guiding path to reach our full potential in righteousness. And we come to you and ask you for protection for protection from those that are not righteous, that are considered unrighteous, that are actually wolves in sheep's clothing, and that will not ever acknowledge you for who you are, for what we do, but they don't. And you know that, dear Cosmic Mother, and we want to say thank you for always being around and protecting us and giving us the rightful guidance to claim you back into civilization. Ashe, Aya Bobo, let's go. I want to go ahead and get into something. I have information. I have information. I'm gonna show some things from the past couple lives, but I want to show this gentleman, this brother, who's claiming that he's the rightful heir to the throne in Britain. But before I do that, let me take care of something real quick. Archive that. And let me archive something else. And see if I got to archive anything else. Yes. Bear with me, y'all. I want to make sure I do everything correctly so I can get this thing done. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see what we going to do. Chia. This is the brother right here that's claiming the throne. It has no sound. See, they only see. I can't even add no sound. Look, it says no sound. See, this is how I know that they don't want y'all to know this stuff. Look, no sound. That's how I know they don't want you to know the stuff I'm talking about. But he's claiming that he's the rightful heir to the throne. This gentleman right here talking. So they do not want y'all to know nothing on this channel. It seems like, man, God dang. Every time I find something that's educational, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. Like everything that I be trying to show y'all, they don't. It's like they don't want y'all to know it. You know what I'm saying? But let me see what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me. This is what y'all need to know. What they were trying to. Hopefully, y'all can hear this. This one have no sound either. So this is crazy. They do not want y'all to know the stuff that I found for y'all to listen to. Maybe they'll have you listen to the Akashic records. Peace, whoever watching. Hopefully they have you listen to the Akashic Records, but I'm gonna come back to that one. Let's see if they're gonna talk. Let me see if y'all be able to hear the sister talking about the roots of Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. Hopefully this will have sound to it. Hopefully, notice I said hopefully, because this sister did some research on.
Alabama and Louisiana originally was before the Europeans came.
Let me say
Bruh,
this.
I'm so
Let me
deep
pause it.
into it.
Every video I play on here for fair use, educational purposes, entertainment purposes only. Every video I play on here, fair use, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Every video, everything on here I'm playing on, but to play on here, fair use, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Okay, and YouTube know that. I'm putting it out there before I start playing anything.
it. And I've been trying to tap into my, my roots. Like I've been trying to figure out like what exactly did we do before Christianity, right? I found out some tea. I'm gonna do some more research, but I did find out some shit. And then like what's crazy to me is before I found out anything about, my family, I knew we were Indians. Like I knew we had that in our blood because look at my hair. And then like look at my family. If y'all ever see my family down the line, like everybody looked like Indians. So like shit, I even got like a little bit, you can just tell I'm not, I'm different. But anyways, come to find out, I just think it's pretty cool how I started adapting to my spirituality and like just believing in nature, in the sun, and I just tapped into that like on my own time, not knowing exactly what they really believed in. Like super cool to me because it's like something was pulling me back to go back to my original roots and stuff. But I just never put two and two together. Like I just thought, I don't know. And I think it's pretty cool because it's like, regardless if you're ready or not, it's time. Like, when it's time, it's time. Like, it's time to tap in. It's time to really dig deep. And I just love this. Like, I probably wasn't the best in history, but I used to love like just learning and hearing about it. And anytime I heard anything about slavery or like how black people were slaves, like y'all, the story goes so much deeper, like so much deeper than what we freaking know. Like we the OGs, like our ancestors are the freaking OGs, and we are all lost. Not we, y'all, because I'm tapping in. I ain't got no other choice. I just can't do it no more. I'm tired of this same old. Like I'm really ready to just like get back to what was real. Like I don't know, like something in me is just like, girl, go get it. Like I don't know what it is, but they got to be my ancestors, like really pulling at me, like we need you. We need you to wake up, wake up, wake up, wake them up. We need you. Yeah. So that was my rant for today.
Beautiful sister, right? Look what it says. It says Choctaw or Choctaw or Choctaw, and that's Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama. Okay, those were territories for those particular tribes, and they also connected to the Arawak tribe. So let me see. Um, there's so many videos I have found. I'm trying to see what else. Let's see. I think this is the one I want y'all to check out too. This is very interesting. This is Isis wisdom. Listen to what she say.
Percent that exists. You know why that 1% exists? Because of the one thing that you don't know nothing about. They utilize universal law, and that's what keeps them from gaining their karma. Because they're operating under universal law, and because you are ignorant to universal law, as I told you once before, it is your ignorance that is killing you. They are utilizing universal law as to the reason why they don't get their karma. They know it better than you do, and they implement it in everything that they do. The moment that you are born and they get your child's footprints, let me tell you what they do, which is why I told you about getting birth certificates and social security cards, not to do that. What they do is, once they get that footprint, after they get that footprint, then they're doing astrology on that child. They have top-notch astrologers.
Stop right there. I said that in one of the lives. I said they have the top-notch goddamn astrologers. I said that. I've been telling people that. She confirmed that. It's right there. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody. Y'all want to know who the chosen is? I told y'all they already know who the chosen is because of the simple fact of the damn footprints, their daggone birth certificate, and everything. They know who the chosen ones are. Point blank freaking period. Now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let it play. Like I said, every video I play on here for fair use, educational purposes, and entertainment purposes only.
When they do that top-notch astrology on that child, they're going to be able to look at you and see what you're going to become in the future. They take a piece of your DNA. They put you in a database at the Vatican. They put you under a celestial QV trust, the Vatican Trust. They create a profile on your life. And based upon what comes out for you, because now your parents and their ignorance contracted you to this construct and put you in a state of property.
I don't have to say nothing else. They already know who you are. Already know who you are. And see, people want to say, well, what can we do about it? It's easy. I can tell you. We got to go back to who we really are naturally. We got to go back to who we are naturally. We got to go back to who we really are. Okay? It's not, I'm going to be real with you. You can say you're indigenous all day, but you got to have the documentation. I played yesterday of the chief of the Washington. You got to have the documentation of the proof. You got to have your tribal names and everything. These people know what the hell they doing, man. You not listen. You're not playing with. You're not playing. Listen, you're not playing checkers. You're playing chess with this. You know what I'm saying? And these people are way light years ahead, even though we know what happened to a lot of them, if not all of them. I'm still letting you know you still got to have your paperwork and all that stuff done. They ain't going to hear you say, oh, I'm indigenous and that's it. They're going to let you like, okay, so what you mean? Okay. Remember I told you about the furries and everything, right? I found the video with a sister breaking down who the furries really are and how long, pretty much how they've been here for a very long time. And she let it be known about the magic and all of that and how they have different names in different cultures. So I told y'all that I'm finding stuff for you all to see for yourself. I'm not making this stuff up. I really want you to see visually and hear. You know what I'm saying? And also hear up here and hear these ears. All right. Give me a second. I'm gonna start it all over though. Give me a second. I'm trying to fix this so everybody can go up.
Before retreating underground or into the mist, when humankind got too loud, too industrial, and too disconnected from the earth, the Iris spoke of the Tuaha de Danann, a divine race who descended from the goddess Dinu. When they were defeated, they vanished into the hills, becoming the hidden people, the fair folk, dwelling in the mounds and sacred groves, still watching us. But fairies aren't just Celtic. Every culture has its version of the Fae. The Peri of Persia, the Domovoy of Russia, the Yosei of Japan, and the Aziza of African lore. Spirits of nature, protectors of life, and tricksters of the human heart. In truth, fairies weren't just cute. They were wild and unpredictable in nature, representing the balance between creation and chaos. Offer them respect and they bring blessings. Offend them and they teach lessons you'll never forget. Today, the stories remain whispers of lights in the woods, rings of mushrooms, and gifts that vanish at dawn. Reminders that magic still exists just beyond what the human eye can see. So next time you feel the wind brush your cheek or see something shimmering in the corner of your eye, remember, the Fae never left. They simply learned to hide.
I'm gonna play it one more time. This is about the fairies, the story about it. This sister was talking about it.
Long before fairy tales turned them into tiny winged creatures, the Fae, or fair folk, were ancient, powerful spirits of nature, guardians of the forests, the rivers, and the unseen realms. In Celtic mythology, they were known as the Sidhe, beings who lived in a parallel world just beyond the veil of our own. The word fairy itself comes from the old French word féerie, meaning enchantment, not a creature, but a realm of magic. It wasn't until later humans began to call the creatures themselves fairies. Ancient stories say they once walked freely among us, before retreating underground or into the mist when humankind got too loud, too industrial, and too disconnected from the earth. The Irish spoke of the Tuatha de Danann, a divine race who descended from the goddess Dinu. When they were defeated, they vanished into the hills, becoming the hidden people, the fair folk, dwelling in the mounds and sacred groves, still watching us. But fairies aren't just Celtic. Every culture has its version of the Fae. The Peri of Persia, the Domovoi of Russia, the Yosei
Peace,
of
like that
Japan,
much. Peace.
and the Aziza of African lore. Spirits of nature, protectors of life, and tricksters of the human heart. In truth, fairies weren't just cutes. They were wild and unpredictable in nature, representing the balance between creation and chaos. Offer them respect and they bring blessings. Offend them and they teach lessons you'll never forget. Today, the stories remain whispers of lights in the woods, rings of mushrooms, and gifts that vanish at dawn. Reminders that magic still exists just beyond what the human eye can see. So next time you feel the wind brush your cheek or see something shimmering in the corner of your eye, remember, the Fae never left. They simply learned to hide.
Now, I told y'all about the whole furry thing. I told you they were real, and I wasn't the only one that said it. Bobby Hemmett said it years ago. The whole thing that you see in the Lord of the Rings, all that is real. Holistic Remedies 9 spoke on this. Um, See, we are. I told y'all the veil is no longer here. Everybody that's on here, that's on YouTube, is saying that it's thin. Listen, I told y'all that's their nice way of saying is no more veil. I played in another old stream where Holistic Remedies 9 literally showed a real life fairy, and the fairy was flying around, and it came from underground, like she just now said. I showed y'all the one picture like some lives back where a cat was fighting another type of being. So it's like all of this stuff is coming out. I'm trying to see if I can play that one video with the Yamasi tribal chief letting it be known what time it is. So just give me a second. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Then I found the video on Venus. A lot of people don't even know what the name Venus really means in Judaic Christianity. A lot of people don't know what the name Venus really means. And in Greek mythology or theology, they called her Aphrodite. Certain like in what is it? In ancient Mesopotamia, they called her is it it's called Inanna. Inanna. She also went by another name. What's the? There's so many different names that she had though, y'all. But the Judeo Christian name, Venus went by the name of Lucifer. Don't believe me? Look it up. Um, because in the Masonic order, when you hear people say they look to the east for the morning star, is not the sun, it's Venus. They're looking at Venus because Venus come out during that time of the sun. That's the real bright morning star. And that's who they call Yahshua too, the bright morning star. Not the sun, but Venus. Another name that they used for Venus was Hathor or Hat-Haru. Look it up. Um, a planetary, a constellation system that's connected to Venus is called the Pleiades. Look it up. So I'm gonna show a video tomorrow. I'm gonna show that video tomorrow because Friday I really want y'all to. I'm really gonna go in on that. Show y'all the video with the brother breaking down Lucifer and Venus too, and also I'm gonna show you how it correlates with the other different names of different feminine energies. Okay, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Life have no niche. How you doing, beloved? So what I'm gonna do for you, I'm gonna contact you. I'm gonna send you an email. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna have a sit down with you over the airwaves because I don't. When I get interviewed, I freestyle my stuff. I don't just, me honestly, whatever comes to mind, I let it be known. Okay, that's how I operate. That's how I do it. Whatever I'm being told to say, I listen carefully because I'm really obedient. I don't disrespect the primordial mother or nothing. I listen to what she tell me, and I just do it. Those that talk to me outside of YouTube know exactly what I mean. Um, I just follow whatever orders or whatever come to me. I send it and I say it. Um, Many of you need to really know what a light worker is because some people don't even know what a light worker is. They just walk around saying they're a light worker. So I'm gonna show that tomorrow too. Um, I'm gonna show what that is, and we're going to go over the Kundalini again. And I'm gonna show more videos and information on the Kundalini. I really want the women to know who they are. I'm talking about the Nubian / black woman / Moabite / Israelite, whatever you want to call yourself, / African, Caribbean, whatever you want to call yourself. Y'all need to know your power, but that don't mean you go egotistic. Because a lot of stuff is going on while the planet is so off balance right now. So I'm gonna show also again tomorrow the American connection to Hathor. I'm gonna show that tomorrow. I really want y'all to know that tomorrow I'm gonna be like in the house. I might start early, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, probably if not 9:30. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on there, but I'm gonna show you the connections by giving the sheer breakdown. It's gonna do commentary on how it's all interconnected to the primordial mother and the X chromosome. I've been showing y'all this for a reason. I'm getting the brothers and sisters prepared to know who they are, know thyself, and know the power that you have. I spoke to my godmother today in voodoo, and I spoke to her today, and I told her about the Kundalini. She already knew about that, and I told her that these ancient practices that they demonize and they say there's demonic that they don't want us to get back into, it enhances and activate the Kundalini energy, which means that you'll be able to talk to your ancestors and you'll be able to talk to that deity that has been assigned to you that mount your crown, which means that you are incarnation of that being. Not all of you though. Not all of you. So I don't want all you to say, oh, for real? No, not all of you. Many are called, but few are chosen. So to all y'all that's talking about that chosen one stuff, you really need to do the homework for real. I told you the 33 vertebrae of the spinal cord is Jacob's ladder. And in that story, Jacob's ladder leads to the Most High. The Most High is this. In Santeria Ifa, we call it the Ori. Ori means head. Keep telling y'all, Pay attention. See, they put everything esoteric, and they also make sure that everything is Gnostic as well. It's also done in the Gnostic teachings that just connected to Christianity. Sufi is connected to Islam. Okay, the Kabbalah is connected to Judaism. They all intertwine along with Buddhism and all that. They all intertwine. They all intersect and talk about nirvana, the crown, where you meet the Most High. This is connected to the Kundalini. The Kundalini is the X chromosome. And the only species of women on that planet that have the full X chromosome is the so-called black woman. Period. I don't give a damn what anybody say. You cannot, you cannot uh, 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 debate that. I done shown videos on people saying that black women, so-called black women, have that chromosome. That is also called, i.e., the Eve gene. This is the same gene that, know it or not, CERN is trying to find, which is connected to the God energy or the God particle, because she have fully access to that power. And they are opening up portals because they know that Gaia / Tiamat is feminine. They know this. Y'all got to remember, these people know every goddamn thing about your ass. Only thing about it, you don't know about your ass. They know about you, but you don't know about your own self. That's what you need to know. This is not a joke. This is not a game. They know this already. Do y'all even know why things are going on right now in the so-called Middle East? It's like from what the Grand Sheik Joe Brett and Bay told me, who's actually who's actually a Grand Sheik that I talked to. He told me that the reason why they're doing the stuff that they're doing because of your birthright, so-called black people. Your birthright. Your birthright. I done found videos that I'm trying to put together to show y'all tomorrow as well. If not Saturday, I'm gonna probably finishing up on Saturday, where you will see the connection between our spiritual practices. And I ain't talking about Christianity. I'm not trying to bash it. I'm not talking about Islam. I'm not trying to bash that either. But I'm talking about stuff. I'm talking about the traditions that were here before these creations. So I just wanted to show y'all at least a couple videos. That's what I wanted to show y'all. Because, let's talk about, y'all want to see something about the Vikings real quick? Like I said, hopefully they'll have me play it, because all the videos I've been wanting to show y'all, except for the two, they did not want me to show. They had no sound in them. But this is information about the real Vikings. And I really want y'all to really know how they've been really freaking trying to manipulate all of the stories that we have. Let me see something. Hopefully, nope, they won't even had the sound. That's crazy. I want y'all to see for yourself. I want y'all to see for yourself, man. This is crazy. Look at this. Every time, look, no sound, no sound. But it shows that we were the first, that pretty much we were the first daggone Vikings. The first Vikings, y'all. The first freaking Vikings. The first Vikings. Every time I try to find y'all something, they always try to shut it down. Let me see. Sheesh. What is this one, man? Because I am so mad, because that's the one I really wanted y'all to hear too. Because they said that they found the Vikings, they found skulls of the Vikings, right? And what they did, they found out they had I'm gonna play that one tomorrow. That's something different. I'm gonna let y'all see that one tomorrow. Yeah, that's gonna be something pretty decent. But what they said about the Vikings, they found, yeah, that's hiding history. Exactly, family. They listen, let me tell you what they did. Let me tell y'all, man. They took they took the daggone Vikings skulls and weaponry, because it had Hebrew carvings on it. Hebrew carvings on the Vikings attires. They burnt it. They burnt them, and they burnt the weaponry because they did not want the people to know that the daggone Vikings actually were Hebrew beings too. That they was talking Hebrew on that time period. Man, I'm just making sure I couldn't hear that because that's exactly what they had on there. They burnt it to a crisp because they did not want the people to know that the Vikings were so-called black people that spoke Hebrew. And they burnt it so they didn't want us to know anything about none of our history. Now, if you know about the Vikings, they dealt with the Norse tradition. The Norse tradition dealt with what? Hold on for a minute, y'all. The Norse tradition dealt with the deities Thor, Odin, and Freya, all of that, right? And I told y'all how the Norse tradition is connected to those that practice Ifa, Santeria, that's located in Nigeria, but we also was practicing it over here. Now, a good friend of mine who is a seer told me that those priests go back to the priest of Levi. A good friend of mine said that those priests go back to the priest of Levi. And then I spoke to people that's from Nigeria. They said that the Igbo and them have the same ancestor. So you start questioning things and start wondering what is the connection to all of this. These are all our practices. And what happened is they separated them because you had to go through a priesthood and all of this. I mean, all this stuff is so interconnected, it don't make any sense. They did not want us to know none of this stuff. And it's effed up. They kept everything from us because what they don't tell you that the United States of America is also called Africa too. Because that's why they got the daggone pyramids over here, which are called the mounds. We have more mounds over here than they do over there in Egypt or Kemet. They know this too. Why do you think all these people coming up with videos stating, hold on, y'all, for 1 second. Let me see something. I'm sorry, I got a cold, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse me. I gotta get my tissue together. I apologize. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even find my tissue. I got some tissue right now. Bear with me. I got a cough. Hey. All right, bear with me. He said, "Do I have any knowledge? Do I have any knowledge on religion and biblical history?" Uh, yes, I do, but I don't go into it too much because the Bible itself comes from the original text of the Sibyls of Mami Water. That I would have to talk to somebody that studied that. It goes all the way back to Mami Water, regardless of what anybody say. Because in the beginning there was her, not him. Because that's what people don't know also. This information can also go back to Kemet and other ancient civilizations. There's documentation stating on the primordial great mother. And also secret societies studied this. What you call the Freemasons and all that, they know this already. Why do you think that they go into Christianity and they also study stuff that's dealing with the Vatican and hidden history? They do this stuff for a reason because they don't want the masses to know the truth. The truth is that she was always there. She created the God that you call God today. And then you want to look up the Vistica Pisces, if you don't believe me, for lack of a better word. Vistica Pisces. I'm trying to remember how to spell it. Let me see something. Type it on my computer real quick. Let me see. Bear with me, y'all, because I'm gonna have to show y'all yourself if I can remember how to spell it. Vistica Pisces. This is something they there you go. Vistica Pisces. All right. I'm gonna find that they got so many yeah, this is the esoteric meaning. Give me a second. Spiritual, because they got it as a lens too, which is crazy. All right, I'm gonna show you what it is. This is the meaning for Vistica Pisces. I spelled it wrong, but this is what it means. Oh, sorry, y'all. That's the Vistica Pisces. Trying to make sure y'all can see it. This is dealt with the sacred geometry. This right here is the cosmic womb. The cosmic womb. I wanted to show y'all that. So now y'all know what I mean when I talk about the great mother, the great primordial mother, and it also talk about the sacred geometry. Now I'm gonna tell you a little secret about that. The stuff that I tell you, you can look it up yourself. I don't have to make up anything that I say. In Freemasonry, they know about the Vestica Pisces. Oh, no problem, family, no problem. I'm gonna try to do some more videos that on a continuation of this. Okay, so just bear with me because I just got in from the eye doctor, so I'm trying to let y'all know. What's going on is that they don't want you to know about the sacred geometry because that's all connected to the cosmic primordial mother. Now, the crazy thing is, in Mesopotamia, they call it the Tiamat. Look up the word Tiamat, Tiamat. Look her up. She was also considered the dragon. She turned into a dragon. They call her the primordial great mother of the whole entire galaxies. They said that the Anunnaki Marduk or Murdoch fought her and slain her, but she did not die. She's primordial. Primordial cannot die. So she transformed into the universe. And then she turned into the planet. I'm just giving you paraphrases and stuff like that, so you'll look it up yourself. But here's the kicker. She turned into this planet too, which means she's a living organism. She's also connected to the Vestica Pisces. The woman, and I got to be honest with you, the melanated woman is a direct link to her. The melanated woman is a direct link to her because they say that she is chaos. That's what they say. Look it up. I'm not making up none of this stuff. She also went by the name of Typhoon. All of this. She has 10,000 names, 10,000 titles. Look this stuff up that I'm telling you. She had many sons and many daughters. She gave birth to the Titans, you can say. She gave birth to all of that. Okay? The gods, Titans, you name, she gave birth to all of that. Now, here's the kicker. I was telling somebody this. You know, in the Bible, you talk about the 144,000. Right, 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 right. So, all right. So check it out. Okay, follow me on this. What if the 144,000 themselves are the ones that bring balance, are also the protectors of the mother because she had rebellious children, but only 144,000 of them are there to come for protection. Think about that. I'm just letting you think about it just a little bit because you got to ask yourself this whole chosen one thing, everybody said, I'm chosen, and all this other stuff. I really want you to think about that. Think about that real carefully because many of you are incarnated gods, which in the movie Hancock, Charlize Theron character told Will Smith because he had amnesia, remember? And he said, what are we? She said, we're what we call, well, we're called angels, gods, superheroes. Many of you are coming in contact with your high spiritual self, which is dealing with high psychic gifts and abilities, which is also connected to the chakras, which is connected to the Kundalini, and also the 12 DNA strands, not just in you, but the 12 stargates on the planet, which is connected to the X chromosome, which is connected to the Eve gene, which is i.e. dealing with the what? The higher self dealing with psychic gifts and also a paranormal phenomenon that you can do. What am I talking about? You have certain other gifts that you start finding out. Pyrokinesis, manipulating pyro or fire by bending it with your gifts. Hydrokinesis, bending and manipulating water. You also got air bending. I forgot what they call Earth, and you able to do these things, and also probably can transform and shapeshift. This is stuff that we used to do and use telepathy, and we also have what they call uh clairvoyancy. Look at all this stuff. I'm not making this stuff up. Why do you think all these solar flares are coming to the planet, and then at the same time they're trying to keep the so-called black race at bay and attacking us and keep on force feeding us with BS and distractions because they know something that a lot of us don't know about ourselves on a spiritual level. And that deals with that Kundalini. Senator Tears talked about that on Dr. Care Pruitt's video, one of his interviews. He said that there was a lot of these Mexican guys that ganged up on the brother and they unalived him. And he said that Kundalini had to be powerful, something of that nature. Listen, there's things going on the planet that y'all need to wake up on. And I'm talking about to the melanated brothers and sisters, but mainly the sisters gotta wake up. I'm telling y'all need to know the power that is actually transpiring. Look, everything is coming straight back to you all. What they're not saying is that the true purpose of you is to help bring the balance back. When the sisters wake up and claim the throne back from Becky and all of them, then her men that look like her will get their power back because we were matriarchal people, not patriarchal, but matriarchal. That was a difference. Where's my fez at? I think I left my fez upstairs. The Moorish fez that the Moors wear. I'm gonna give you a sheer breakdown of that right now. The bottom of the fez that the Moors wear around their head. In Freemasonry, they call it the tartabouche. Okay, listen. The bottom of that represents 360 degrees physical. The top of that same crown represents 360 degrees spiritual. The tassel represents the umbilical cord to the divine mother. They call the divine mother Allah. Arm, leg, arm, head, which is also equivalent to the complete man, which is what? Which is the pentagram. Don't believe me, look it up. Now the Moors have that symbol they have that particular shape as their symbol, which is the pentagram. In the movie, there's a movie out. I told y'all about this movie, Maleficent. The Disney movie Maleficent, right? In the movie, they said Maleficent was called the Queen of the Moors. Now listen to this though. Maleficent is none other than Hathor or Hat-Horu, who is the sister and wife of Horu. Now it gets deeper than that. If you really want to get deep, I'm gonna get deep with you with this. When it come down to it, in the practice of Ifa, Santeria, listen to this, who have similar energies to Hat-Horu, none other than Oshun. Who is Haru? Shango. Don't believe me, look this stuff up. Now I'm about to tell you another thing about this. The story of Haru is equivalent to that of Yahshua HaMashiach, who you call Jesus. But what they don't tell you, there's a Greek way of spelling his name or its name. Iesous. It says Isis. Wow, right? The whole time they're keeping secrets from you. They don't want you to know shit. They don't want you to know because they want you to stay asleep. It is called the spell of Kingu. The spell of Kingu. Shout out to Dr. Malachi York and all the Nubians from back in the day that I came in contact with and the ones I'm still cool with because I'm also one of you. So Rahul back to all the Nubians. Okay, peace. I'm back. All right, cut that shit. Now let's get down to business. What you need to know is that the so-called black woman been in sacred geometry the whole time. She has been the most important piece of the puzzle. because they've been trying to study her genes and they've been finding out that she has what they call the mitochondrial DNA, the Eve gene itself, which is also connected to the vesica piscis, which is dealing with the womb. The womb is also known as a stargate. When a woman gives birth to that baby is coming from a some different star systems, which is correlating and connected to what? To the alignments of the planets, the stars, and that particular star system, which opens up the portal for that baby to come out. That baby come out from that particular portal. I mean, come out from that particular star system. That star system is where that baby came from, that portal, that dimension, that particular dimension. That dimension itself is probably the origins of that child, which means whatever spirit is connected to that child, it goes through the navel of the mother to go inside the vessel of that child. That's why when a mother give birth to the baby, what is the most important thing that she has to do is keep the head balanced. Keep the head balanced because the ori, the crown, needs to be protected, and also the neck, so the baby neck won't. This is stuff that y'all need to know. And yes, I'm gonna put this up real quick because she right. She right. She's right. Let's see if it's gonna go up. She's right. Chaos. That's what chaos equals. Put it back up. That's what chaos equals, y'all. But here's the thing. That's funny, but the thing about it is Bobby Hemmett spoke on this. Bobby Hemmett spoke on this years ago when he was doing lectures. He said out his mouth, literally, that the so-called black woman is the hardest woman to even try to tame. She is chaos itself. He said that. But what they don't tell you is that the power of that chaos, what it can bring. When she is at her calm state, she can make things manifest with her mates by sheer talk, by him giving her praises on how beautiful she is, and so on and so on, right? Even having intercourse with her. Because when she is in love, they can make things passionately manifest through sheer vibrational tone and by being in the same frequency when intertwining as one. She is his healer. She is his recharging battery as well. She is the key component to bring stability to the home. Even though she can bring chaos as hell too, she can bring chaos. Don't fuck her over. Don't do that. But yeah, she will bring chaos. But when she's at a calm state, nothing but peace. I'll give you a story. Look up the deity Setmek. The deity Setmek in ancient Egypt. I'm gonna close my computer for a minute. The ancient deity goddess Setmek. I'm gonna just give you some of the stories. She was on a blood raging rampage. I mean, she was taking out kings, pharaohs, and everything. So Amen, who you say Amen and or Amen, Amen Ra, turned a river into red, into the color of blood, which was like wine, because she was on a blood rage, just slaughtering people. So what he did, he turned this river into red, into which one? Spell which part? He said Setmak. I'll spell it for you right now. Look her up. I'll spell it for you. Give me a second, y'all. All right, my phone on a little bit on the slow side because it's acting real stupid now. Okay, phone. You don't act right. I'm gonna spell it on my computer. Give me a second, y'all, so you can see how it's spelled on my computer. Oh, okay, now it won't pop up. This is how you spell setback. It should pop up. Hopefully, because this daggone internet acting stupid. All right, that's how you spell setback. Setback was on a blood rampage, man. She was like rampaging like a mug, man. And so, Almond Ra, and I'm gonna spell that name because you say Amen every time you say your prayer, which is real interesting. And see, I know they messing with my dag on YouTube right now. No problem. I'm gonna spell Almond Ra so you can look up the name Almond Ra because everybody be saying Amen, but don't realize they're saying Almond Ra. The whole time you go to church and you're worshiping the sun. But I digress from that. Now, all right, give me a second now. Almond Ra. So, all right, y'all about to see Almond Ra, so you can look that up too. So everybody be saying Amen, you're saying Amen. And you know what's crazy? The Catholics say Amen. They don't say Amen, they say Amen. And you know what's crazy? Even the Muslims, they say Amen or they say Amen. They say that too. Y'all listen. They say, listen, y'all, this is how crazy it is. They got everything intertwined together. And the whole time, nobody ain't paying no mind. Did you ever see how the way Muslims pray? The Muslims pray in a fetus position. They pray in a fetus position. Look how the way they pray. Don't believe me? Look it up. Listen, y'all. The whole time, people don't realize that they're primordial mother. Even an ancient Egyptian text said out loud, no, said on one of them ancient Egyptian texts that Professor James Small said on Sarnetta's old interview with him. Professor James Small said there's an ancient Egyptian text that said that Amun Ra had looked and started questioning if he was the real God and trying to figure out who's the real God and realized his mother was the real God that gave birth to him. Let's go ahead. Let me see something. I really wanted to show y'all this book that I recommend y'all please get this, man, because this is going to help out. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. I'm about to type it in on my computer. But make sure y'all look up that Vistica Pisces, man. I'm gonna type that in. Look up that Vistica Pisces because this is stuff that they don't want the woman to know. But I'm telling you, this is all connected to the so-called black woman. Not. I'm just being 100 with you. I don't give a damn what y'all think. Y'all get, oh, he being racist, or I don't care what Becky be thinking. Oh, he being racist. He ain't putting us there. You're not the original, sweetheart. You were never the original. You're a copy of the original. It's the truth. You're not the original. Give praises give credit where credit is due. This word, look that up. Those three, like set Mac, no problem, life have no niche. Look up all of that. Now, what I said I was gonna look up again. God dang it, I got caught in. What I said I was gonna look up again. Hmm. There's so much I got in my head right now, y'all. It's traveling like crazy. I got so many things in my head right now that I want to share with y'all. And it's like, God dang, when I say I'm getting downloads galore, I'm getting downloads galore right now. And I'm trying to like talk, but it's like so many things come to my head. This is why I have to freestyle and take time to think about it and hear what I'm being told. All right. What the sand blazes what I looking for? Let me see. Setmac, Almond Raw. Okay, Setmac, Almond Raw, Vistica Pisces. Okay. Trying to think. Give me a second. Let me see something. Is the flower of life called the Vistica Pisces? I think it is though. Give me a second, y'all. 'Cause I'm about to, because this stuff is all hitting from people. It don't make any sense. They try to keep stuff away from everybody. They don't want y'all to know shit. Look at this. I knew it. I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it, man. Look at this. It's so crooked. Trying to bring it over. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to make sure it's straight. The Vesica Pisces is also known as the flower of life, the great womb. Like I said, this is dealing with the sacred geometry. All right. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this. These secret societies know this. They know about the primordial mother. They know about the great mother. They know about the so-called black woman. They know who you really are. How I know I'm a Moor and all that. I did all that, but also I know what tribe I'm a part of. Though I know what indigenous tribe I belong to. But I'm trying to let y'all know in the beginning there was her, not him. She created him. There's an ancient name, another ancient name that she went by. I'm about to type that in. I really want y'all to look this stuff up. I'm not making up none of this stuff because they don't want you to know this, but I'm gonna let you know. God damn, come on, phone. See, they don't want y'all to know none of that stuff, right? But her name is Nyx. That's her. That's her. One of her ancient names in Greeks is Nyx. I'm trying to see if I can spell it on my phone and put it in the comment section, but my phone acting stupid. Because every time I do this live stream, they mess up my live streams. They don't want y'all to know this. They don't want y'all to know this information that I got because they constantly buffering me. So if they want to take their time with that, I'm going to type it in. All right, enough of this. All right, who is the goddess Nyx? Here you go. This is one of her 10,000 names too. Just let y'all know. God dang it, y'all gonna play around with me now? I told you it was gonna mess with me. I told you. Soon as I start talking about this real facts and stuff, that's what they do. Look at Nyx, the Greek goddess Nyx, Queen, the goddess of the night. That's who she is known as. Listen, one of the primordial deities emerged from chaos. Didn't I just say that? Emerged from chaos. She was even feared by Zeus, the king of the gods, highlighting her powerful. Look at that. That's one of her names. Here's the kicker. All my Whitney Houston lovers out there. Remember the movie The Bodyguard? She had a song called The Queen of the Night. Ain't that something? See? See? They put stuff while you're sleeping right in front of you. And they just keep on playing with you. So that being said, The Queen of the Night is one of her 10,000 names. I remember what I said I was going to put down. The name I was going to show y'all the name of the book. Ah, that I told y'all to try to get. The Great, not the Grady, the Great Black. Let me see if I'm spelling it right. Hold on. Creation. After this live, I'm gonna chill out and clear my thoughts because it's too much information that's coming at my head at one time. So it's like I hate when it gets like that. This particular book right here, I want y'all to get this book, and I want you to see what is on Amazon. I've been telling y'all about this book the whole time, and now I want y'all to see the book. This book right here. Get this book right here. That book right here. Get all of this. Look what it says. The black woman is the mother of humanity. Her role in the cosmic order and the interconnectors of all beings. This book right here. Let's see if they show what it looks like. It's on Amazon. Let's see if they show it. This is what the book looked like. Right there. With the Sphinx right there. You see that? Right there. That's what the book looked like. Recommend this book right here. You see, it got 4.5 stars. Ain't that something? Get this book. It can't look what year it came out. It came out 2003. And it breaks down all of that. Before global patriarch, the supreme being was worshipped all over the planet as a creatress. Recommend this book. If her children and precious planet are to survive, the female principle of God must be resurrected and restored along with the black woman, mother of humanity. See, I'm doing my part, helping resurrect humanity. That's what I'm doing. I was sent here purposely by her, and she told me that herself. I don't have to lie about none of the stuff I say. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. And if it wasn't for her, my tail wouldn't be in this daggone round talking to y'all right now. All right. So you could think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I don't give a damn. I'm here to do my daggone job. Damn that. So that beloved book, I recommend you get that book. Please get it. Do not settle and play around. Get that book. I had it. I'm gonna get it again. I'm gonna get it again, and I'm gonna read it again and again and again and again because one of her 10,000 names, know it or not, is Oshun Yemoja, but they don't have Yemoja in there. They call her another name, which is the Asian name, which is Kwayen. Kwayen is another name for Yemoja. That's the Asian name. So a lot of things that they don't want to talk about, even down to the name Mommy Water. Look up the name Mommy Water. Look, I'm not making up none of this stuff. Damn that. Before I end this live, I'm gonna make sure y'all get these names. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I highlight them too. Give me a second. I'm about to highlight the name Setmac. Setmac. Also, I'm gonna highlight the name Amin Ra. Because Amin Ra had a female counterpart. Amunettes. See, this is stuff they don't want people to know. They don't want nobody to know this stuff. They don't want nobody to know this. They want to keep everything hush. Here go another one. Mystica Pisces. Keep that in mind. Now, also a very famous name, because this name is also one of the 10,000 names of her. That's one that's about to pop up, that I'm about to show. This name. See, this is stuff that they don't want nobody to know. The name Oshun, look up the Catholic meaning for her. Y'all right? They see the Catholic meaning. I'll type it in. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think I remember it. Look up this name and then you can type it up and see if this is her. So this is stuff that this is all the stuff they've been hiding in plain sight. They did not want the mainly the black woman to know her power. And then they don't tell you that during the revolutionary period, during the revolts of the slaves and so on, that it was actually what they call oracle women that led the charge. The oracle women were called witches. And that goes into that Salem witch, whatever, that Salem witchcraft trials, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Hemmett spoke on that too. So the whole thing is, a lot of people don't even know that the war in Haiti, the 1804 in Haiti, a lot of the women, mainly it was a woman that taught Jean-Jacques Dessalines how to fight because he was a soldier. And the women played a real strategic and important role with the revolution of Haiti. The whole time it's been a war against the matriarch, and nobody don't want to talk about that. The patriarch rule has been trying to fight the matriarch rule, which was here first. The matriarch was here first. It's been going on since the beginning, who knows how long. But it's time for shit to bring balance because she's to bring the balance back, which is the yin and the yang. People trying to say yin and yang is hell, is heaven and hell. No, it's not. The yin and yang is supreme balance, the dark and light merging together to bring balance to the planet. That is the yin and yang. So above, so below. The what? The masculine and feminine bring forth balance, not the yin is hell and the masculine and the yang is heaven. You got the whole Tao shit fucked up and don't know what you're talking about. These are principles. These are spiritual principles that also hold key in the spirit realm as well. But the thing is, it is she that created all of this, which is going back to Tiamat, which is going back to the primordial great mother, who has 10,000 names, 10,000 titles. She is the one that created the God that you worship today. Because how you know it to be true? Because the Catholic Church has a prayer for her. Hail Mary, full of grace, how be thy name, our kingdom come, with all that stuff. That's what they say. They prayed to the primordial mother, but they whitewashed her. Y'all got to remember, the Pope goes behind closed doors and pray to a so-called black Madonna and child. Look all this stuff up. Then they also telling you that their primordial mother is Mary, but in ancient Kemet they finding out that that was Isis and Haru, which is where you get Mary and Jesus from. If you don't believe me, look up the Council of Nicaea. They created the whole Jesus piece. Look it all up. But they got influenced by the ancient teachings of our ancestors, and they knew about the primordial mother. All this stuff, look it up. They don't want you to know the truth, man. They kept it from you for a whole goddamn who knows how long. Keep this in mind. Know your worth and know where you come from. Know your power. On that note, I gotta go. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Um, I want to give thanks to anybody that watched this, but I want to say peace, love, light, darkness. Peace, love, light, darkness to bring supreme balance, which is the yin and the yang, to bring balance to both the spirit realm, the physical realm, and in your life. May the great mother and her love protect you and guide you on your journey. I really want y'all to know that I appreciate anybody that's watching. I hope that you like the live. I know they've been messing with the live like always. I'm not worried about it no more. The message is going to come out regardless. I'm not the only one talking about this. You got others that's talking about it. But I just want to show you information about how the Kundalini and all that is interconnected to you all, but mainly you sisters. I am Nega Dezo. I love all y'all. Peace. I'm gone. Dude, shut me off. Dang on phone.